Hey team. So we're talking contact list. I was on the wall today, which is the 5 Star Diamond Coach page on Facebook, and Janelle Summers kicked my butt because I saw a post in there and she said, if you don't have a contact list, you ain't got nothing. And it's true because I felt like really kind of scattered lately, and it's because I've let go of my contact list. I've been having all these conversations and I'm really not following up with anybody. And if you've read the book Go Pro, it says the fortune is in the follow up. And I already know that to be true. If you haven't read the book Go Pro by Eric Worre, go get it. You're in the leadership group. You need to read that book. So I'm just going to show you guys a couple of options for maintaining a contact list and let you know what the pros and cons are, in my opinion. So this is just a Google spreadsheet. It's just a very simple Google spreadsheet. I put their name in column A. I put column B, like where we made contact, just so I know if they're on my page or if they're on my profile, if we're friends on Facebook, if we're emailing, like wherever it is. And then in column C, whether they're in a coach sneak peek or whatever is going on with them. So I've got a few different columns here. So I've got my Instagram ones here, my prospects. And this is old. Like I haven't used this since last year. But as I'm using Asana, I feel like this was just a lot more efficient because I can go through it a lot more quickly. And oh, this is one that my assistant must have done, because typically in this column, and I'm going to rework it today, actually, I'm going to, so this is name and then contact point and then status and then cold, warm, hot. So if it's somebody that I've connected with who I think would make a great coach, but I don't really know anything about them yet, and we haven't started that conversation, like I haven't invited them yet, they'd be a cold contact. So for example, today somebody on my page messaged me and was just asking me for advice on building muscle. She's a fit girl. I think she would make a great coach because we had a really good conversation today. And so I'm going to add her to this list as a as a warm contact. So I do know her. We had a really good conversation today. A cold contact is somebody who, like, you really don't know much about them at all yet. You just think that they'd be maybe a good coach, and so you put them in. The goal with cold contacts is getting to know them a little bit. The goal with warm contacts is to invite them and start the coaching conversation. The goal with hot contacts is to either move them from hot to closed or hot to dead. And for me, dead is just like, somebody said once, it's a harsh term, but it just means they said no for now. So then they go on my list of people who said no, my dead contact list. And then I continue to get to know them and revisit their page every so often, and reinvite them maybe in 3 months or whatever. So this list, actually, as I'm talking about it, I realized that it worked really, really well for me, and I really wish that I had not stopped updating it and using it. So I am going back to this list for surezies, but I'm going to show you another option. This is Asana. And it is very good in terms of organization, and it gives you like reminders and stuff. So that's cool. But I just feel like you can go for free and sign up for an Asana account. You click the plus button, and then you just add the person's name as the task. And then in the description, you can say a little bit about like where the conversation is with this person, if they're in a coach sneak peek, or if you're on step 3 of the script or whatever, you can add the details in there. And then you can add a due date when you want to send the next message for them, so that you have your list every day, right? However, like I said, I feel like I'm wasting some time with this because you put their name in and you have to flip back and forth between screens and everything. And I like this spreadsheet because you don't have to flip back and forth. What I would do is print out my list once a week. I would visit the cold contacts. Like I would every single day visit a bunch of the cold contacts, comment on their stuff on Facebook, get to know them, send them a message where it's appropriate. And then for the warm contacts, I would send my invites, and it was fast because I had a long list of warm contacts, people that I already know, to send invites to. And then for the hot contacts, I would revisit that list every single day, every single one of them, because that means that we're currently in the conversation about coaching. So I am going to go back to the cold, warm, hot list, print it off once a week, and check off when I have that conversation, and then just reprint it every single Monday. The work is making that contact list at first, because now I've let it go for so long. I have to go back to my sneak peek groups and add everybody's name in who's in there. And then I need to go back to my friends list and add a whole ton of people to that spreadsheet who aren't there. So seriously, I'm going to have like hundreds of names in this spreadsheet. And then maybe I'll do like, I'll print off the cold list, print off the warm list, print off the hot list, so that I know in my cold list, I'll visit 10 of them a day. My warm list, I'll invite 10 of them a day. My hot list, I'll just go down and go for a yes or no, like go through the conversation until there's a yes or no every single day with them. So I hope that makes sense for you guys. I wish that I had not stopped doing this. And I know, like, I've got a lot more people coming to me than I ever had before, who should have gone into my list, by the way. But I'm still at the point in my business where I need to be inviting and I need to be following up with these contacts in order to reach my goals. So hopefully this helps you guys, and I hope that you guys start keeping track as well.